Seek and destroy. Tear through the void. Raffles, none survive. Seek and destroy. No one alive. No one alive. Fire rising, skies turn black. Feel the claws upon your back. Crimson rivers flood the ground. Unrelentless prey is found. No mercy here, no place to hide. Death is calling, you're denied. Seek and destroy. Tear through the void. Raffles, none survive. Seek and destroy. No one alive.
Welcome in everybody to round number 4 of the Enduro Tech Racing Ministock Teams League, live tonight from Huset's Speedway again. And well, I tell you what, another night of action-packed racing ahead of us, no doubt about that. As our first up meeting for the night is the Kiwi Sim Racing team, and they are going up against that tough, unbeaten opposition so far in Sigma Simsports. And well, Sigma, they will be looking to carry on their dominance they've had so far, no doubt about that, leading the championship. And they've pretty much got a whole round ahead of the rest of the field already, with sitting on top of the table with 1,450 points. EDR, they are still sitting in second on the table. They currently have 920 points, and you go back to the Kiwi Sim Racing team, they're back on 855 points. So KSR, they'll be trying to hold on to that third place on the table tonight, but like I say, the opposition that they're up against tonight, so far, no one has scored, I think it's more than 130 points over the 3 races against Sigma so far this championship. So it just shows their dominance so far in it. I know they were certainly practicing for a long time before this series even came to life. I understand KSR have a fill-in driver tonight, Ben Heron. He will be out there filling in for the KSR team. So we'll see how he goes on his debut in the teams racing. It borders on cyberbullying what they're doing. Yeah, not wrong. They just, you know, the intro song, it's Seek and Destroy, and it seems that they've taken a liking to doing that to anything that comes in their way. So, hey, we'll see what happens. You never know. Surely an upset somewhere along the lines. Someone's going to take a race away from Cygnus, surely. Well, hey, we can only hope at this point, because, yeah, it has been total domination so far. Great teamwork from them, obviously, and yeah, surely at some point someone will put it all together and get the job done against them. Will tonight be the night? Can KSR come in with a big upset? Of course, the THD odds, Sigma $1.05 favourites. up against the outsiders of KSR Payne. They came in $5, and then we heard a late withdrawal in the team, so yeah, I did say to Matt Pluck prior that that's probably puts them out to about 101 odds if they were coming up against Sigma with only 3 cars, but we'll see what happens in tonight's racing anyway. Of course, still 6 other teams that will race after these guys tonight in the same time slots. If you're tuning in for the first time to the series, of course it is 3 races per matchup, so these guys, they'll race over 3 races. It's the maximum we can do with the iRacing settings that we have, and it's on points. Top 5 cars score the points overall. Of course, 100 points for first, then you go back to 40 points for second, 25 for third, 20 for fourth, and then 10 points for 5th place. Anyone else after that finishes, they score nothing, and that's how we're at the point with the overall points at the moment, with Sigma leading it after 9 race wins from 9 coming into tonight. Cheers Brady for the sub. But just 30 seconds out now from our first race of the night. Of course, no qualifying. The teams, they'll line up, do 1 lap around to the start-finish line, and we will get into race number 1. They'll get into their formation that they do. Sigma got the word early that Sigma Simsports do have pole position for the first race of the night. Of course, I should say they won the coin toss, because they can elect to start on the outside if they do wish to, but we'll see how they line up. Yeah, I agree, Brady. I agree with that. As the practice session comes to an end, we get set to go racing in our first race of the night. Session will go through, because got a few admin in that will start all the races for us like usual, so good to have them helping out again. Means that I can get the stream out to everyone. Cars start to get out on track. We'll get ready to go racing. Will Sigma be able to clean sweep here, another 3 race wins, or will KSR be able to get a bit of a upset win and put them in the legends? Yeah, surely they'd be able to be stopped pretty easy then. It's a great idea. Just wait for the time to count down. The cars make their way around 12-lap races, of course. Aidan thinks he's into it straight away. Yeah, sure, yeah. How good would that be? It'd be alright if you could add weight in their cars as well. I guess it'd probably help them with the blocking if their cars are a bit heavier too, so yeah. Somehow force them to run on slicks or something like that. But we'll get this show on the road, the first race of the night. Kiwi Sim Racing coming up against Sigma Simsports. See what happens. We'll wait for the admin's call and we'll get into the racing. Aidan Gregory starts out the 3rd row. Great jump there from Corey Crossan. It's into a nice early lead, but shots fired already as Doherty gets put wide. Cam James has a big look. It's heavy traffic. Oh, big shot from Willie McLeod, turns him round. And we'll carry on and then just reverse spins Pluck into the fence. straight away, Sigma bullying the opposition already. Doherty trying his best to hang in here. Crossing in the meantime is getting away big time. Out front from Willie McClune in second. Go back to Dilworth in third. And Clark in the 51, the first of the KSR cars. Can he do anything here? Trying to make his way past Dilworth, making that car as wide as he possibly can, but Clark, oh, he almost got round, loops it up. And that is not going to help his cause. Willie McClune, meantime, clear out in second. The action back here is Aidan Gregory. It's for a big shot. I think that possibly was the 99 of Cam James. We watch Ben Heron. He sits P6 at the moment. Sigma 1-2 at the moment. Doherty holding on for P3 at the moment. Here's Heron now. He's going to possibly get on the blocks or try and help the runners out. Just gets turned around. Dilworth is making it look easy. Pluck has a big look. Couldn't get to the back. Oh, someone has just been cleaned up. Was that our race leader possibly crossing? I'm going to say it was, because the leader's been cut down by his teammate. No, it must be McClune, in fact. That's Dilworth, and it is. So Willie McClune is having a bit of a moment here, trying to get past the 51. This could open the door for Doherty, as I say that. He's got a car over. So, a couple of cars on their lid. Just trying to figure out who that car was. Dilworth's still running at the moment. Willie McClune's still out there as well. And crossing. So, Aidan Gregory, he was the one that was over there. So, a couple of cars. Exit stage right, it is still Corey crossing out front. He's going to get the white flag this time by 1 to go for our race leader. And well, KSR picking up the pieces at the moment. Pluck does a bit of brilliance momentarily, holds him up for a second or so. It's not going to be enough though. Heron, hard into the back of McClune. Turns him around, and Dilworth now, he's going to wait. They will cross 1, 2, 3. Then Heron after that comes home fourth. So, Sigma will come home 1, 2, 3 with KSR in fourth and fifth. Cheers for the sub, Zach. Appreciate that. As we get ready for race 2, I'll quickly work out the points for that one. It's going to be 160. 165 make that 30. 165 to 30 unofficially to Sigma in the first race of the night. Yeah, hey, look, I actually heard last night, because the Toyota stream was on over on New Zealand Sim Racing Collective, and yeah, by all things that were said on Discord, he wasn't too good. There he is in chat. Oh. No good, mate, no good. Heard a few antics in the weekend. Hey, it is Palmy Team's weekend after all. The Palmy flu. It is. So we get ready for the second race tonight. Oh, Ratchet just missed out on getting in for the racing tonight. Hey, at least you're in the chat, tuning in, seeing how the team go. no doubt probably in their ear. Here we go, set now, cars. Grid up, get ready for the second race. Tonight, see what happens in this one. Off the front row, it's Aiden Gregory and Pluck gets a brilliant jump out to the early lead. Dilworth's hot on his tail. Look out, turn 3. Drives it in hard and a shot on. Contact with the fence, and the 51's done a great job. Keeps it going. And a shot there on Doherty. Turns him round and the 61. He's going to be done. Willie McClune up on his side. 3-1-3 and Doherty. He's almost helped him down there. In fact, he has, as Aiden Gregory leads it out from Pluck, chasing hard. Is the 63 of Luke Dilworth. He's on the tail now. He's probably going to have a shot. Drives it in hard again. Pluck gets into him, and the 63's up in the fence. Pluck off. He sat there. It would have been an elimination. Dilworth comes back down off the fence. Well, Sigma twice in this one have got away with it. Big rides up the fence, and they've ended up coming back down. Wow. And in the meantime, that looks like Doherty, is it? No, Cam James? It was Cam James who was rolled over. It'd be nice to be able to play replays, but it just goes so quick as Gregory leading it out from Crossan. Pluck. He was blocking early. He's now out there racing, and these two are still going at it. Willie McClune and Doherty throwing everything at each other. It's McClune and the 61. He's down in 6th and just putting the block job on here. Crossan. It's into him, turns him round. Ben here and there down on the pole line. He's got it wrong, and there's a big shot as well. So more damage. And Pluck, well, yeah, running at the moment 4th for KSR. Oh, man. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Josh, that could have been twice. But hey, it is what it is. Ben Heron takes a shot there. Backs down in front of the 63, and the 63 just trades him. Massive shot to the rear of the 11, and he's still into it. This is brutal, this race. It's white flag for the race leader. Gregory being chased by the 51 of Pluck. He's going to get to him, but he is the lead car for KSR as well. Is Crossan now into the lead, and Pluck was driven up the fence. Is he going to get stuck? He's lucky to get away. Meantime, Crossan's taken the win from Aiden Gregory. Pluck, he's going to bring it home in 3rd. Go back to Dilworth, who will claim 4th, and Ben Heron will come home. 1, 2, and a 4th for Sigma, a 3rd and a 5th for KSR in that race. That will give them a total of 160, I believe. 160, 35. If I've added that up quickly on the fly, we just wait for things to happen here. Looks like the warm-up session's been advanced, and we're going to get straight into the 3rd and final race, providing that I have added those up correctly so far. It's 325 points. Plays 65 at the moment. Yeah. Got away with that one, Willie, big time. I think a couple of years did there too, so hey, it is the way it goes. We get ready for our final race. Yeah, they certainly take the hits better than the Legends, that's for sure. The Legends was a bit of a disaster in the end, but it is what it is. We get set for the last race between these two teams. Can a KSR provide a boil over in the third race? Got so close to eliminating a couple of cars in the last one. Let's see what they can do in this one. Final matchup between the two teams. Can see some massive shots coming in again in this one. It's going to be inevitable. Start gridding up. Looks like Dilworth off the pole. Heron will go outside him. Doherty inside row 2. Aidan Gregory to his outside. He will have a Matt Pluckin behind on the third row, along with the 10 of Corey Crossan, and it'll be Doherty and Willie McClune who will round the field out. The final row. Let's go. Dilworth out to a nice early lead. Everyone else cleanly somehow through on. It started here. Heron gets turned around. Doherty drops back to P4. Pluck already on the block job. Has a big shot at the race leader. Couldn't quite get to him. Here's Doherty chasing down Crossan. Oh, just gets it a bit wrong and up on the pole line there. And TSA, yeah, cleaned up. We caught the 61 in the background. Manages to get into the back of Doherty and turns him around. And Dilworth will lead them out from teammate Aidan Gregory back in second, who at the moment has been held up by the 51 of Pluck's doing a great job. Crossan now into help, and I tell you what, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment for Sigma, looking to take all the points in the last race of the night. Oh, Pluck has a shot. Oh, it's massive. Willie McClune comes in to try and get him as well, and oh, surely that has put some damage on the 51. Cam James now amongst all of it. He's worked his way up to P3, but look out, because the 41 of Gregory sits in behind and probably won't be too afraid to use that bumper, I dare say. Here is Gregory just to the side of Heron, who at the moment is with the 51. Well, 51 there, you see there on the inside. It's Gregory is going to get round the 11. Gets it done. There's a shot now on Ben Heron. Turns him around the 61 of McClune. I'd say that is Dilworth a long way in front of this one, but Cam James, he does sit back in second at the moment, just picking the laps off. Is on the same lap as our race leader as well, just. So if they can stop Dilworth, there's a chance. There is only a couple of laps left, and here's Heron. Oh, makes contact. Couldn't quite slow him up. You can see a Sigma car beached on the pole line. He's got himself free. And this time by for Dilworth, it is the white flag. Cam James is about half a lap down. And Dilworth He is looking to get it done here around the outside of the 51, and he will take the last race between these two teams out. Cam James is going to battle around for second place here. He'll be happy with that effort. Aidan Gregory, he will come home third. And that'll be a 1, 3, 4. And a second. Well, make it a fifth as well, because it looks like Willie McClune has managed to come home fifth. So there you go, a second for KSR in that last race. And they will go with 40 points to 155 in that last race. And again, another massive points haul for that Sigma team. We will quickly get ourselves ready to get in the next lineup. I will be right back.
Billboards burning like brands, children trading gas masks for handfuls of sand. Sirens carved into the concrete, dead screens glow in the rain. Laugh tracks in the distance over fields of flame. I watched the last white star fall through the smoke. You asked if this was fate or just a joke. Welcome to through the hazmat, dogs howl over the drones. Cathedrals full of passwords and uncharged phones. Gold teeth glitter in the ashes, rich men boarding their graves. We toast the final sunrise from underground caves. You held the broken cross like a machine. I kissed your shaking hand, said wake from the dream. Wake from the dream. Welcome to Armageddon. Welcome to Armageddon, where the angels cut the feed. All your gods turned into logos. Every prayer's a loading screen. Welcome to Armageddon. Sing along, it's all routine. When the world ends in commercials and the fire comes clean. I heard the future calling through a cracked loudspeaker. Stay calm, stay purchasing, stay please. But the towers fell inward like guilty men on their knees. So we raise our rusted hearts over siren seas. Welcome to Armageddon.
Well, we are back. Bit of a shambles there. Nonetheless, second matchup tonight. Saw it on your screens. is Archery War coming up against the THD Rebels, and the THD Rebels, they really need a big points haul tonight. Currently sit second to bottom on the table. Of course, they have had their bye, so that is a plus for them. Coming up against Archery War at the moment, sit P6 on the table, and of course they also have had their bye for the round. And if any of those Sigma guys want to jump in the channel for a chat, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, we will just chat until we get into the next side. I'll tell you what, answer to the press straight away. It is the 61. Joining us in the comms box, Willie McClune. I tell you what, Willie, another night of business as usual for the Sigma boys.
Yeah, we were down a driver. Bryce didn't quite make it in, but it was pretty good. It was a pretty good night. It was a shame. Who was missing from KSR that normally in there?
Normally it's Aaron Watson is in there.
Yeah, he's a pretty good blocker, eh?
Yeah.
So they probably missed him a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, there was some pretty good hits. I hope the string kind of got them. But that first one. Yeah,
there were some massive shots. We did get a couple of them. A couple of cars pretty lucky not to be eliminated in that second race. I think one of them was you, in fact. Put up the fence.
Was it the second one or the first one that happened? But it was one of them. I was kind of high and dry up there, and I was like, oh, if he's going to stay where we are, then I'm buggered. But he ended up moving and just rolled back on my wheels, so I was pretty lucky there. Yeah,
to your right, and I think it was Dilworth that was done the same just before you, think it was, or maybe Aidan Gregory. But yeah, it happened twice in that race, and both times the KSR car pulled away, so done a good job there.
They might learn that for next time.
yeah, to your right. But hey, 12 from 12. A pretty impressive start to the season. Another big points haul tonight, and well and truly out in front in the halfway stage next week of the league.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm actually pretty pleased. The racing's getting better and better. Like since the first round that we did, all the teams are getting better. So once they kind of get the swing of how it all works, we'll be away, I reckon. Yeah,
too right. But it's certainly a lot of new people, two teams racing, coming to grips with it. So yeah, like you say, be good once everyone gets used to it and puts out a good fight up against you guys.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of doing. Well, they started out doing those big kamikaze hits, and I think they've kind of realised that you kind of can't do those all the time unless you've got 100% a shot on, where you're better off just to spin and win.
Yeah, too right, and you guys have certainly nailed that so far in the first 4 weeks of the series. But hey, cheers for coming in for a chat, Willie. Congrats to you and the team on another impressive effort, and no doubt we'll see you back again next week. THD Rebels, you guys will be facing. So yeah, we'll see you then.
Yeah, that'll be good. Sweet as, cool mate.
Awesome, cheers. Thoughts from the 61 of Willie McClune out of that Sigma Simsports stables, and well, looks like a couple of possibly a couple of fill-ins tonight. Looking at it, not sure who's going to be racing what, but let's see just what happens. The Rebels coming up against Archery War, and yeah, saying earlier, the Rebels, they really need a big points haul tonight. Can they put it all together? Of course, they've had a couple of drivers pull out of the team this week. Liam Earl has pulled the pin, and as well as Carlin Painter Dudley, so reserve drivers for the rest of the season for the Rebels. But of course, when we get into the business end of the season, they're going to have to run with 3 cars, providing that they actually do make it into the top 6 for those minor semi-finals. But yeah, as you see in the chat there from Luke, the Rebels will start this one from the pole position. Just a couple of minutes to go in practice. Blake Johnson, he has been around a very, very long time and a lot of experience. Teams racing online. Question is he able to put it to use tonight? And so we just heard these mini stocks, you can't just go out and blow someone off the end of the straight and hope you drive away from it without any damage. So pretty tactical racing will need to be applied, but no doubt the 39 of Johnson will adapt fairly quickly. We'll say I would never have thought I would have seen this bloke in THD colours, but here you are, or here we are. There was rumours of these guys running blue cars, but obviously that hasn't come to fruition tonight. I think that may be up against another team, in fact. We shall see. Just over a minute to go now. What sort of a plan will these Rebels come up with to combat archery war? Of course, week one for archery war. Well, they only scored 195 points. They bounced back the next week up against a 3-man expendables team and got a massive haul of points, 460, and that put them up to 6th place. But now the bye, what has that done for them? Has Simmons got, he has got numbers tonight. How good. So whatever that issue was has been rectified. Phil King, part of the archery war team, along with Jason Thomas and Russell Gander, all here for another hit out tonight. As the checkered flag drops on the practice session, we'll get ready to go racing. And the first race for these two teams tonight. Of course, the teams, if they have any issues with the racing, they can send in a protest if they do wish to. But I'm pleased to say so far this season we haven't had any, so that is a good thing. Can tell you the unofficial overall score in that last race between Sigma and KSR, by my counting, was 482 Sigma up against 105 for KSR. Of course, those points are all unofficial until they're official. And we update the points on the weekly on our Facebook page, THD Simsport Productions. If you are tuning in on Twitch and you haven't followed the channel, make sure you hit that follow button. Turn the notifications on. You'll get notified next Wednesday for round 5. Of course, we've got a whole lot of racing coming up in the not too distant future. KSR will make its return to our streams as soon as the Toyota 86 series is finished. We're currently running on a Wednesday night, and not long after that, I believe, we will have some midget car action and sprint car racing on a Monday night, brought to you by Virtual Racing Aotearoa. If you're wanting to get into the dirt racing, make sure you go hit those guys up on Facebook. If you're into a bit of road racing and want to get amongst it against some fellow Kiwis and some Aussies in there as well, go hit up Kiwi Sim Racing. And then I guess our main series where we all started, NSCAR in the making. not too far away from making its return for this year. Let's see how we go though. Missing someone off the timing. It's going to be Phil King. So, for some reason he has not shown up. But we're underway in race 1, and it is McEwen. Out to an early lead, Big Pop. Sits in P3 behind Jason Thomas. Is he going to look to put the bumper in here, possibly turn the Archery War car around? There's been a shot on McEwen. He's able to get through though. 1-2 at the moment for the Rebels, chasing hard. It is the 265 of Gander, and oh, the 13's had a big moment. Launched himself into the inside wall, and there's a spin from the 72 up, and he's going to be over. Oh, is he going to get back on his wheels? No, Big Pop. The 72 of Yardman eliminated. From the race out front, it is McEwen. Leads it out for the Rebels. Gander. Back in second place from Blake Johnson, who sits P3. Thomas, he's managed to recover. God, he's done it again, in fact. Having all sorts of problems with that car. At the moment, Phil King sits P5. Still continues to run Simmons down on the pole line. Is he going to look to pick up the race leader? McEwen still up, running around the top, and in fact it's a 1-2 now for the Rebels in this one. All sorts of problems for Thomas, who sits back in third. And I tell you what, McEwen, he is on a charge tonight in the 26, leading from the front. With Johnson, you can see him up in front of him. He sits P2, and McEwen's probably going to put him a lap down here. Oh, shot there from King. Is he going to look for a big one? Gets into the 39 of Johnson. Oh, there's got to be another one over Kinton. Scott Kinton, I tell you what, lid skids galore in this race, but they're getting the wrong cars. McEwen out front from Blake Johnson. Oh, Archery War getting into each other here. McEwen, he is a lap up. He can take it easy here. There's no rush for him. He gets round Simmons. We'll get round the 265 of Gander. Johnson, amongst all this, he's still running P2. Thomas, the lead Archery War car, back in third place at the moment, and he's got massive damage. McEwen, meantime, round 3 and 4, and he will claim the race win for the Rebels. Johnson, 2 cars left, and they bring it home in 1-2. Scenes here at Huset's for race 1 of the Rebels and Archery War. Of course, Archery War, they came into this one slight favourites, and McEwen, he's out there saying, hey, look, we're here. Give us a chance. That'll be 140 to the Rebels, unofficially race 1. It'll be a 55 for Archery War. Of course, all unofficial. Wow, what a race that one was. Blake Johnson and Thomas McEwen running the wheels off those cars. Kept it out in front. The blockers, they fell by the wayside. And I feel that both those runovers were highly likely from shots put on from the Rebels cars. They just got themselves up the wall and up and over. We saw it in the first matchup tonight. Those guys, they managed to get lucky, those Sigma cars, but the Rebel guys found themselves back down on their roofs. It did not matter. They got it done. Let's see what happens here. for race number 2. Phil King, all of a sudden the transponder in that car is working. How good is that? Cheers for the follow. 2, by the way. So here we go. Race 2. Lining up here, Archery War Rebels. Simmons is going to take the front row for that Archery War team. To his outside it'll be McEwen, 72 of Yarnmart. Inside of row 2, Phil King. To his outside it'll be Thomas. Row 3, Kinton to his outside, and off the back this time it will be the 39 of Blake Johnson and the 265 of Russell Gander set to go racing. Underway, the second race between these two, and tell you what, Big Pop, he is into the work early. So is Johnson, quickly makes his way to P4 from the back of the grid. Thomas up in front of him. Will he look to turn him around here? It's McEwen. Almost out to a second lead out front. Here's Johnson, gets to the back. McEwen's through clean. Thomas, oh, big shot from the 39 of Johnson. That has done some damage to the 39. You saw the wheel, it didn't look too good after that hit, but McEwen leads it out front from Simmons. King goes to P3. Just how much damage has that 39 of Johnson got? That is the question. Big Pop in the 72. He's going to look to do some blocking, and well, 145 there. Drives Simmons down to the pole line, and he has got Simmons well and truly locked up there. He was in second place, drops him back to third. McEwen, meantime, having a nice clean run, and yeah, that damage to the 39 looks like it has dropped him out of the top 5 for the meantime. Big Pop, though, he is on the move again. Now up to P3, just like that. Oh, here's trouble. Big shot on the race leader. Where is King? Here he is. He's got to come round, and oh, Big Pop's hooked reverse. He's backed him into the fence. What a job from the 72. Picked it beautifully, got into him, and that has let McEwen go back into the front of the race. But I tell you what, it's not for long. It looks like the 26. He has got some damage, and Phil King out front. Car still looking not too bad, leads it. For Archery War, you see Big Pop on the blocks there. He's turned around hard into the fence. Great job from the 265 of Gander. He's going to look after your race leader now. It's going to be 3 to go. And our second race, Kinton, oh, right down in front of him. A great shot on the leader. Where is McEwen? You can see the damage to the 26. Simmons as well. They just need to put a bit of damage on the 4. Oh, and it's a great job. Oh, was that McEwen? McEwen has gone for the big haymaker on the 157. And somehow he's got away with it. Phil King, though, not much damage. He's going to be able to track him down here. You've got to say it's 11 in, 12 make it. Couple to go for the race leader, but King is chasing him down. He's going to have a bit of help here from some Rebels cars. McEwen, white flag in the air. Oh, he's got it to his teammate. Phil King, Thomas make it 1-2 now for Archery War. And Thomas, he's got to run away with it, and he is going to get it done. McEwen went for the big shots, and the damage was on. And it is going to be Archery War. They will take the race win. The Rebels will come home second. And it'll be Archery War who will take up the final 3 places for the points. And wow, that is a big points haul. 155 will play 40. And well, overall, going into the last race, there is basically nothing between the two teams because the first race ended 140.55 to the Rebels. And that is some great racing. It's 210 points for Archery War over the Rebels, 180 going into the final race between these two teams. Shout out to the Pole Line Lawn Care Specialists on the win at teams. There you go, thoughts from Kempy in the chat. I know he was really pumped when Gisborne got the job done in the weekend over the Glen Eagles. Here we go. Final race between these two teams. It's all on the line too. The points, only 30 points separate them. What can Archery War come up with in this one? And what will the Rebels do? Either way, I'm expecting some big hits. That is going to be a given. Well, you got to say McEwen, he almost let that one slip away. Well, he did after that big shot. A lot of damage already to the car, but done a great job in the first race. He'll be hoping he can get out clean. The final one. Russell Gander, he came up with some big moments in race number 2. Just shows how even the racing is between the rest of the teams. The middle of the table fairly packed at the moment. I tell you what, McEwen, he's made his intentions clear. He is going to line up on pole again. Simmons will line up on the outside of row 2, Kinton. Oh, sorry, row 1. Kinton will line up on the outside of row 2 with Phil King to his inside. Row 3 will go back to Johnson. Oh, Phil King saying, hey, move over. What is going on there? The 39 of Johnson, he will pull in behind the 13. Or next to the 13, sorry. Not sure what Phil King's doing here. The 72 will line up on the outside of the final row with Gander to his inside. We will get set to go for race 3 between these two teams. Who's it going to be? Who will claim the points in this one? McEwen. Stand by for a start. We are underway. McEwen. It's out a great jump. Oh, Simmons. He's got it wrong there. Oh, and in fact, the Rebels, they're into each other. Turn each other up. Meantime, familiar sight out front. The 26 of Thomas McEwen. And behind him, Phil King in the 4. He'll sit P2. Will come up on lap traffic. And bit of a shot there from the 13. McEwen gets under Simmons. Does a great job. Holds the race lead. And Simmons, he's got it all wrong again in front of his teammates. At the moment, it is a 1, 3 and 5 for those Rebel cars. Well, 1, 3, 4 and 5. In fact, it doesn't even look like we've got a Rebels car on the pole line. Oh, big shot there on Simmons. who had been half spun already by Yarnmud in the 72. And out front, McEwen leads it at the moment just under 2 seconds. Back to King. And Blake Johnson, he's going to be a further 2.5 seconds back in P3 at the moment. And here is Trouble Car facing the wrong way. McEwen now, he's got Gander up in front of him in the 265. Running the high line. Oh, Gander's got a little bit wrong. Oh, and there's nowhere to go for McEwen. He's been pinned in the fence. And King is off into the lead. Just like that, the 4. Phil King leading the way for Archery War. Johnson now in second. Here is the 145 of Kinton. Wasn't quick enough on the gas. He's going to drive away. Next in front, it's the 72. Oh, there's Kinton on the scene. He'll turn him round. Where is Johnson into the race lead? McEwen, he will now go into second. Phil King, he is your only runner on the lead lap for Archery War at the moment. It's Big Pop. He is going to run shotgun for your race leader. We've got a car stuck down on the pole line. That'll be Jason Thomas. He is going nowhere at the moment. Johnson leads it out from McEwen. Simmons has a big look. Couldn't get to him. And well, white flag now for Johnson. Last time around the Rebels. 1, 2 and 4 at the moment in the points. 1 car to go past. He's done it. Johnson will take it. McEwen brings it out second. And Archery War, Phil King, he will take third. Big Pop in the 72. He will claim fourth. And Russell Gander for Archery War will round out the field, and that will be 160 to 35 to the Rebels in the final race between those two teams. And that will give them the overall win for tonight over Archery War. And I will get myself into the next server and get ready. Hang 5. back for our next matchup of the night. Of course, it is our elite sponsors, Enduro Tech Racing, and they will be coming up against Fastlane Esports. I did see a car wasn't coming up on screen before. I'm not quite sure what's going on there with Matt Lee's car, but nonetheless, may sort itself out. We'll see what happens. We can see who is who. We'll get into where these guys sit on the table at the moment, because EDR, well, they've really been the surprise package so far in this championship. They come into this round sitting on 920 points in second place overall. Tonight they're coming up with up against fourth place overall Fastlane Racing. They have 780 points, so only 140 points separating the two teams. Fastlane pole, Fastlane inside. I did not miss it this time. Tomo? Did not miss it. But I can tell you, your results unofficially from that race were Rebels 340 points. Archery War came home with 245 points. So that is the situation, all unofficial of course. Teams have an hour to send in a protest if they wish to, which hopefully we don't have any of. It looks like we can make that first hit out of the night. Official. Nothing has come in as yet. 3.5 minutes to go in our practice session, and we'll grab this man here and we'll drag him in. We'll get his thoughts on just how that one went. The 26 of Thomas McEwen. Well, Tom, mate, the Rebels, mate, they came into tonight needing a decent sized win in the points, and you guys done that and managed to get 2 wins up against Archery War.
Yeah, I think we probably could have got a third with a little bit less use of the pole line and grass areas, so to speak, but it is what it is. I mean, we'll take it. At the end of the day, I think we've become a lot stronger as a team now that we've got rid of Liam Hill.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, he would have to be one of the most committed drivers in online racing, wouldn't he?
Oh, he's about as committed as a 13-year-old relationship.
Well, I'll tell you what. Nonetheless, Tomo, got the points, mate. Possibly that is going to actually put you now above. No, it won't. You guys will still be in a pretty close battle there with Archery War. So, mate, you should go up against above the Kamikazes tonight. Obviously, they have got a bye, so it doesn't get much easier for you, though, to be fair, because you face the dreaded Sigma Simsports next week.
Yeah, so we've only got to face Sigma. A lot of those other teams, they're still yet to go up against the Sigmas and the fast lanes yet still. So you've got to take into a fact that there's still teams to do buys and there's still teams to get absolutely slaughtered. So that we've had both of those quite early in our programs, which is why we're quite far down on the board, starting out week 1 against Fastlane, having our bye, and then obviously we did also make some mistakes and relied on some unreliable people. But hey, we're going to bounce back just like the real Rebels.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you're right, that's the way.
Lose
that's
to the
way.
Poms in the final.
Lose to the Poms, eh? There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, cheers for coming in for a quick chat. It was unannounced, so I'll let you get back to your duties, and yeah, cheers. There you go. He is gone just like that. Chat there. Quick chat with the 26 of Thomas McEwen. Rebels taking out their matchup tonight. That is going to put them overall on 865 points. And the archery war team will go to 900, I believe. So that margin closed up a little bit. But of course, all points unofficial. So we just count down now, the last few seconds remaining in this practice session, and we'll get into the third matchup tonight, Fastlane Esports. They come into this one favourites against that EDR team, but hey, anything can happen. So you got cars parked up on the fence. Gotta love it. Looks like the teams both have a full complement of drivers. Car images coming up on that tower there. So we get set for the first race. Liam Millet in the files. I assume that's going to be the ones that we've all been hearing about lately. Don't know if I can actually talk about that. Who knows? Who knows? Well, get in the chat. Who is going to get this one? It's going to be Fastlane or will the EDI guys, EDR, sorry, look to get an upset in this one. A 96 of Mark Grover has led the team well so far in this championship. Matt Heldon looks like he missed the memo on what colour numbers to run. The rest of them all running the white ones, and Heldon, he's going to do his own thing in that 27. Prediction started. There we go. Shit, we'll keep you on. Predict the winner. Who is it going to be in chat there? Fastlane at the moment. Yeah, looks like you've got about one more second to get it done. That was the quickest poll in history, that one. J-Dog, J-Rod, yeah. Jared McLeod. Yeah, he's been impressive in the first few rounds that we've had. B-Party as well, this man. In that 13, he has been an absolute menace. He'll look to carry that on tonight. Stanley, he will line up on row 2 for Fastlane. Looks like the 39 of Lockie Brett. Murdens will be off the back. It'll be Grover, Heldon, McLeod and Matt Blee off the back for EDR. Let's go. Race one between these two is underway, and check it out, B-Party. He just turns right, says, let's just rip into it straight away. That's helped teammate Lockie Brett out to an early lead. It is Heldon for EDR in second. Murdens, he's going to be under attack here. Saw it coming, goes wide. Lockie Brett, early race leader. B-Party's going to run shotgun for him. Oh, and absolutely dispatches the 96 of Grover. And he's going to be gone early from this matchup. And Lockie Brett leads them out from McLeod, Mertens and Stanley for Fastlane. They sit third and fourth at the moment. Matt Blee sits in P5, turns Matt Blee around, will continue on with the lead. McLeod here sits P2 as Mertens gets rid of Matt Heldon, turns him around, carries on his way. Stanley's to his outside, shot from Matt Blee. At the moment, it is Lockie Brett. Has Heldon realised that is the race leader right there? Oh, gets into him, turns him around. Brilliant job from the 39, who will continue leading the way from McLeod, who's been turned by Brady Stanley. And that's going to let Merdens through, and that'll let Brady Stanley through. And I tell you what, 1, 2, 3, and you're about to... Oh, B-Party! That, folks, is how you do it. Back on his wheels. What a shot there. Manages to carry on, but it's Lockie Brett out front. 1, 2, 3 for the fast lane team at the moment. Making a statement early in this one. McLeod, Helden and Blee trying to hold the fort down for the EDR team. But I tell you what, Lockie Brett has a lap up on the lead EDR car of Jared McLeod. Just needs to look after the car and get it home at this point. B-Party sits in behind. He'll probably look to try and get up in front of the 39 and run a bit of shotgun for him. Clear the way. At the moment, it's not required as Merdens. He was facing the wrong way. Carries on about his business though. Stanley doing a great job in P2. That is McLeod right there in 4th. B-Party in 5th. He, at the moment in the points position. It's white flag though. Last lap for Lockie Brett. He is gonna get the job done. It's gonna be a 1-2 for the fast lane team. Merdens will come home 3 for a 1-2-3 finish. McLeod, he will pick up 4th place. And fast lane, they have come flying out of the blocks tonight after taking on Sigma last week. These guys absolutely fired up. And that is going to be a 175-20 to EDR, all unofficial, of course. But that was a statement from Fast Line. About time they turned up. There you go. Too bad they didn't last week. Is that what you're saying there, Luke? Tell you what, that was impressive though from the Fast Lane team. They are coming for second on the table, that is for sure. Prediction up in chat. Get it in. Who's it going to be for the overall winner of this one? Fast Lane. The THD points, because you get them for watching, so you've got them. Just hit that prediction. Get your thoughts in. We'll get Tomo to chuck one up when we finish this one. We'll set it for 5 minutes in between races for the Warhawks, because they're coming up against the Expendables after this one. Still 2 more races though to go for the Fast Lane and EDR teams, and I tell you what, loss of Mark Grover early in that last one. That one hurt the EDR team. Let's see what they can do this time. Oh, how good is the chat there? Good to have everyone tuning in tonight. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button. Plenty of sim racing coming at you over the next few odd months. Actually really looking forward to the dirt racing over at VR8. Plenty of real life Speedway drivers who will be racing in that series, that is for sure. Cheers for the follow. So we get set to go for race number 2 underway. The B-Party again just says we'll park you down the bottom this time. And Matt Howden, oh, he's going to be under early attack here. Turned around, he had the lead for about quarter of a lap. And Fast Lane quickly out to a 1, 2, 3 running at the moment, and the 13 again. An absolute menace. Sits P6. He's going to look for a clean spot to turn it around. Gets it done. Merton's here under attack. Well, in fact, it was Stanley. Some big shots going in. But there's going to be a problem with runners, you got to say, is Matt Heldon. He's the lead car for EDR, and he's just being held up by his teammates. It's Merton's now. Lap traffic to deal with. Gets rid of McLeod. Next on the agenda, it is the 96 of Grover. Gets into the back. Oh, he couldn't quite get him around. Not enough momentum. So Grover's got the race leader. Stanley now. He will take over the lead, and look out, Merton's. Grover's not going to be close enough. Turns it round. At the moment, this is impressive stuff from Fastlane. 1, 2, 3, leading it out. Matt Heldon in the 27. He is still on the lead lap since P4, but he's going to have B-Party to deal with again here. And this guy, he has been on a mission lately, carrying on that tonight. Look out, turn 1. Here comes a shot from the 13. Gets the 27 into the fence. He's going to be able to drive away. This is your battle at the moment. The 13 up against the lead runner for EDR, Matt Heldon. He's been turned around. And out front, Mertens leads it out. And he is going to come around and put Matt Heldon a lap down here. Currently in 4th, Matt Blees managed to get himself up to 5th. But at the moment, still 1, 2, 3 and B-Party. He is still trying to track down Heldon there. Look at these fast lane cars all just running in a pack. Makes it pretty hard to stop. And the 13 just absolutely sends it into the 214. And check out the damage on the right front of that car of McLeod. So these guys gone to war. We'll get the white flag. This time by for our race leader, Josh Mertens. Leading it out from Stanley. Then P2. One more lot of corners to negotiate here for Mertens. He's done a great job there, and he is going to grab the checkered flag and take out the second race. Go back to Stanley. He will take second. Third place will go to Lockie Brett. And EDR, they will claim 4th. And 5th. So another impressive run as the teammates side will put each other up the wall after the race. But Mertens gets the job done, and another big points haul there. That will be 165 to 30 to Fastlane. Yeah, pay the points out. Yeah, B-Party, I tell you what. That man's on an absolute mission, and he is a blocking machine for the Fastlane team tonight. 2 huge point scoring races for Fastlane. That is going to rocket them up the standings big time, up to 2nd place. There is no doubt about it. Opens the door for the Warhawks as well. Can they make some moves tonight up that ladder? They face the Expendables, who themselves will be looking to have another good result, building from last week's efforts against the Kamikazes. Give us Sigma. There we go, Lockie in the chat. Where's the rematch, he says. I'll tell you what, at this stage, certainly high on the list. Here we go. Again, they will roll round to the start line, grid up, and we will get into final race between these two teams tonight. There's been some massive shots going in again. And I'll tell you what, it has certainly not disappointed so far this series. It's been very enjoyable. Good to have some teams racing back. It feels like it has been a very, very long time since I have broadcast any sort of teams racing. Just need to get some old school stock car racing back on our screens. I would certainly get behind that. Here we go, they roll around, they'll sort themselves out in their grid positions and we'll get underway with the final matchup between these two teams. Looks like Matt Helden is going to start up on that front row for EDR. He's going to line up next to the 13 of B Party. We go back to the 96 of Grover, 21 of Stanley on the outside. Go to the 39 of Lockie Brett. And we got an EDR car down. Oh, McLeod is just having a few issues off the back. It'll be Matt Blee and Merdens. We set for the final race between these two teams for the night. Underway, and B Party into it again, and they turn Helden around. Tell you what, fast lane 1, 2, 3 early stages again, and this one, who is it going to be? It's Simmons is on the infield. Josh Merdens is going to be your block car this time. He gets a massive shot there from the 27 of Helden. So these guys just mixing it up a little bit as B Party blocker to runner, leading it out. Gets a shot here from Blee. Oh, Matt Blee, hard contact with the fence. Stanley will go into the race lead. Oh, and there's more contact between the teammates. McLeod, he's gonna get through Grover. Looks like he is running this one. Helden and Blee in the block roll. Stanley leads it from Brett. Jared McLeod here. He's in third. He's been turned by Merdens. Manages to gather it back up. Round he goes. Mark Grover. He's decided he's going to get on the blocks. Everyone else a lap down on the leader now. It's B Party. He's a lap down, but he's going to clear the way for the race leaders. Stanley at the moment. Well, he's actually in the 21. Not sure what's showing up. 543. But he is leading the way from Lockie Brett in second. Jared McLeod, currently, he's going to be about half a lap down roughly. Oh, gets into Merdens there. And is that done damage to the front end of that 214? Race leaders getting around. Oh, launches at Merdens. Gets some big air there. Similar scenes from Palmy. So we're in Ministocks, how good. Stanley though leads it. Lockie Brett. P2 from McLeod. That 214 somehow. That car is still battling its way around the track. Lead runner for the Enduro Tech Racing team. But that is our leader, I believe. Yeah, fast approaching. Looking to put him a lap down. He's going to have to get past Matt Blee first. Reverse spins the 3, gets through nicely. Shots from the 96 on the 35 of Merdens. Oh, and Merdens, he has got into McLeod big time. McLeod, he's managed to get back going again. It's white flag for your race leaders. Fast lane, they're going to grab another 1, 2, 3 finish at this rate, because Lockie Brett tracking round to get second. And Fastlane will take out your first 3 positions. McLeod will come home 4th, and Matt Heldon will grab the 5th place points, which again, that'll be 160, 30. 165, make that 30, and that is a massive points haul, all unofficial. It looks like that is gonna be our biggest points haul of the season for any of the teams. 500 points for Fastlane, will play 80. For the EDR team. No, in fact Sigma have beaten that. 515 points in the first week. So here you go, a massive points haul for the Fastlane team. That moves them well and truly up to second on the table. Stand by, we'll get ourselves in the final race server of the night. Alright, we are back for our final matchup of the night. Of course, it is the Expendables coming up against the THD Warhawks. But joining me in the comms box, it is none other than the wrecking machine himself, Brendan Partridge. Mate, what a performance from the fast lane guys tonight. That was one hell of a showing, and I tell you what, a massive points haul for yourselves as well, which is going to well and truly launch you up into P2 overall in the table.
Oh, that's some good news. Good evening, Brad. Yeah, we really needed to bounce back after last week. Those Sigma boys put us to bed, to be honest. So we really needed to bounce back, and yeah, the boys did really well. I thought I'd take on the block roll tonight, and I was just ready to wreck shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I tell you what, that you done a brilliant job. Whoops, blocking, and in fact went in for a bit of a run as well in that last race. So ended up blocking the game, but hey, a massive points haul, like I say, and man, that certainly has got to be a brilliant way to end your round 4, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the boys are pretty pumped after that one. We were all cheering and shit in the chat. We had a really good run tonight. So, we'll just look forward to next week and just keep the momentum going. We just really want to get into that final and have redemption against those Sigma boys. They've been calling us out a bit this week. It's been painful.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Called it. There you go. B-Party, he's just fired shots there to everyone else. He's called it that they are going to be the team in the final there. So, hey, I sort of
trying, mate.
Yeah, hey, look, I sort of put it that way at the start of the season too. That was my early prediction that we would see a fast lane Sigma final. But hey, you never know. Teams racing the teams are certainly starting to improve overall. So by the time this one wraps up, I'd say anything could happen, to be fair. But next week, you guys come up against this team that's up next, actually, the Expendables. So you guys will no doubt go back, regroup, and get ready to go at it again and see if you can get another massive points haul.
That's right, we'll kick back and watch this one and just see what they're up to and just see if we can take some learnings from it. But yeah, mate, every team's starting to rise every week, we feel, and it's just every time you show up, you're just not too sure who you're going to be tackling and, you know, what they've learned over the week. So yeah, definitely people taking it seriously out there, and it's quite cool. And I believe there's quite a few fans watching as well. I've had a lot of feedback saying this is some of the best stuff they've watched. So yeah, really credit to you guys.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate you coming in and having a chat after that annihilation, and hey, all the best for next week when you come up against the Expendables.
Yeah, cheers, Brad. Thank you very much. Big shout out to the Giants. That was an awesome, good to get their first win, and to the Rees boys and everyone up there.
Yeah.
You know, like, that team puts in a lot of work. And shout out to my boy Timmy Rossler. They got it done. So awesome weekend. Everyone put their bodies on the line, and I mean, no one was disappointed going home. That was a wicked weekend. So credit to the Giants.
Yeah, too right. Well deserved win, that is for sure. But hey, while you're in here, quickly, B-Party, you want to shout out any of your sponsors, if you can?
Oh, 100% do. Yeah, mate. SP Tools, they do a lot for our team. Yeah, we've got System Decal, Josh. He just handles ours when he's not actually doing paid work. He just, boshes out some shit for us, and the cars look pretty mint. You got to give it to him. Yeah, there's Sidebite Media. I think his business is closed, but yeah, we still call him out. Yeah, there's a few others that help us out. So you shout out to everyone that helps us team.
Awesome. Cheers again for coming in for a chat, B-Party, and no doubt we'll be having a chat next week.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Brad, and thanks EDR for sponsoring the event too. Cheers.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers. There you go. Thoughts there from Brendan Partridge after that impressive run from that fast lane team, and you got in the chat there, Xavier. He was calling the shots there for the team in the background. So good work from that fast lane team. No doubt EDR, they will go away and regroup from that one and look to bounce back. Next week they come up against Kiwi Sim Racing, so yeah, tough lineup again next week for them, but no doubt they will look to try and find some of that form that they started the season with, that's for sure. Less standing on the D's, there you go, in the chat. Because if you aren't following Enduro Tech Racing, make sure you give them a follow over on their socials, Facebook, and of course on Twitch. These guys run all sorts of races. Of course, I co-commentated the 6-hour Enduro that they ran last year. A bit of fun with Matt Helden in the comms box, and hopefully Hopefully I can twist Matt's arm to come back to the comms box Ben's car this year. We'll see what happens there. He might be keen to go out and try and win it himself, but we just count down the last minute or so here in this one. We did have a prediction running. I think Tomo already ran that one, or he may not have, between these two teams, the Warhawks and the Expendables. Who's it going to be in this one? Warhawks, they will be, after a couple of results tonight, they will certainly be looking to advance their position in the table, come into tonight's matchup 5th place overall on 765 points. Of course, the Expendables, they kicked off their year with a bye, and 3 races in, well, sorry, into our 4th round now. They are at the moment on the bottom of the table, but last week they had a brilliant result against the Kamikazes, so we'll see what happens in this one. They will be fired up, no doubt about that, but do not write these Warhawks off too. They will be looking for a big points haul tonight. Plenty of experience in that Warhawks team. I believe we have a full lineup for the teams. Hopefully you can see those cars clear enough in that leaderboard. Yeah, maybe not when they are similar colours like this. The Expendables, of course, Sam Miller, Ryder Taylor, Zach Martin, Sam Burney, Cole Matthews. All lined up for the Expendables. That Ryder Taylor, I'm assuming, won't be doing any races. The Expendables already have a full team there. And the Warhawks, they got a full lineup tonight. No Wayne Van Biljon. I tell you what, these guys are just getting into it on the warm-up lap here. 50-50 for who's going to win this one, I assume. Can't actually see it unless I pull up my stream manager, but we would have no doubt had it in the chat here. The Expendables, they are going to take pole for the first race. And off the front, it's going to be the 135 of Zach Martin to his outside. Westbury Kempe will take up row 2 for the Warhawks. To his outside will be Sam Burney, then Cole Matthews, Jordan Smith. Out of row 3, then go back to Sean Knight and Sam Miller. Out of the final row, set to go. Racing, and we are underway. And I'll tell you what, Kempe, he has been targeted early. And he is going to sit in the middle of the track facing the wrong way early in this one. Gets it back together. Zach Martin leads it early stages for the Expendables. He's got Sean Knight in behind. A big shot from Matthews on Westbury. Turns him around. And the Expendables will go first and third, chasing down Sean Knight here in P2. Is Kyle Matthews. And if he gets close enough, you can expect him to have a shot. Oh, Zach Martin just got it all wrong. Kyle Matthews, he will take over the race lead. And it is a Sean Knight in the 422 and the 98 of Michael Kemp. They look like they're going to be doing, well, in fact, the 98, he's still running. It's going to be a lap down on your race leader, Kyle Matthews, 113. Leads, oh, and there's contact with the teammate again. Sam Miller just gets into him. Go back to second place. It's the 95 of Westbury, Miller. Oh, big shot in the background. That is That would have been Stubbsy, I think. Just absolutely dispatched Sam Burney. It was P6, but it's Kyle Matthews still leading it out. Shot now from Knight. Turns him around. And Westbury will grab the race lead for the Warhawks. Sam Miller. He is running second. You can see the 98 of Kempe not far off the pace in third. Kyle Matthews sits fourth. Great job from Kempe. Turns him around. Race leader, the 95. And Miller's got it wrong again. Probably going to come under attack here, is he, from the 98? Woolley looked to turn him. He's not going to be close enough this time. Westbury still leads at 1.9 the margin. Here's Miller in second. Kempe puts the shot on, turns him around. 1-2 now for the Warhawks. Matthews in the 113, chasing down the 98. Smith gets it a little bit wrong. Sean Knight, he's having all sorts of shots at Zach Martin at the moment. But just a couple to go. It's Westbury leading the way. He's got Miller up in front of him, who sits P5 at the moment. White flag for the race leader. He's going to get past the 666. He'll look to have a big shot. He's not going to be close enough. 2 corners to go. Miller has a look and he's no way near close enough. Westbury's got to get it done. Kempe will cross in second. Matthews in third. It'll be Warhawks. And then the Expendables will get third, fourth, and fifth in our first race. And that will make it 140 to 55 to the Warhawks over the Expendables in our first matchup of the night. The Warhawks, they were slight favourites to get this one done. Good start from them. So we get set. Guy in fourth over. Rolled it. Right, here we go. Rolled on the last lap, so the Warhawks got fifth. So that'll make it 150. 45 unofficially. The admin keeping a sharp eye on proceedings. So we get set for our second race between these two. Of course, this is the last matchup of the night. Don't forget, next Wednesday night, round 3 of the New Zealand Toyota 86E Cup is set to go over on the New Zealand Sim Racing TV on YouTube. Make sure you tune in for that. It's been a ripper couple of weeks so far. Better showing from my end in the stream last night. So make sure you tune in for the last couple of rounds. Of course, the winner of that gains himself a scholarship drive in an 86 down at Taupo Motorsport Park, I believe. So there you go, set to go. Race number 2, Kyle Matthews and Westbury off the front row. It's going to happen here, I tell you now. Westbury, he wasn't too happy about having a run last week, but he's going to be left to do it again, I'm telling you. Oh, big shot there. That was the 59. Was it? No, it was short Knight, of course it was. The 422 of Knight. Oh, no, again, the Expendables just getting into each other. Here comes the 422 of Knight, all sorts of out of control. Then P4 looking to track down the 18 of Sam Burney. In the background, Kempy's got it wrong, but here we go, the Warhawks. Early stages in this one, out to a 1, 2, 3 running Kempy. Then the 98, he's still causing all sorts of issues back there. It is Sam Burney who sits in 4th place. Zach Martin, he sits P5 at the moment for the Expendables. And the 98 of Kemp, he's saying we're going to keep running. Block car of Sam Miller. Oh, Westbury dispatches a big time reverse spin into the fence. And Miller, he's probably going to be suffering a bit of damage after that one. Block car now of Kyle Matthews. The 422 of Knight gets into him, turns him around again. The Warhawks running as a team. Smith, he's got Zach Martin fast approaching in 4th. At the moment, it's still looking good. Looks like the 98 of Kempy, he is still running. They're saying, let's get some points. At the moment, it's working well. Knight gets underneath him. This is great work here from the Warhawks. Couple held up, and oh, Martin! Zach Martin up on the top of the 95. Burney will go through to P2 and out of nowhere. The 98 of Kemp moves up to 3rd. Westbury will hold down 4th, will make it 5th. And Smith will be in 5th right now. Knight, though, leads it out in the 422, running strong in this one. Just running up in that grip up the top, trying to find some anyway. We are 10 laps in this one. Knight still leads the way. Burney, though, he's closing up that margin ever so slightly. We're about 7 seconds back to Kemp at the moment. Oh, there was a big shot there from Westbury. Couldn't quite get into him. The 18 of Burney at the moment. If something happens to the 422 of Knight, who's going to get the white flag. It's 1 to go for Knight. He's just going to get past Matthews here. Gets into him, turns him around. Does a brilliant job. Burney in the background. He's going to have to contend with Westbury here. He gets past, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, we got one over. That is going to be Zach Martin on his roof. Burney's going to come home 2nd for the Expendables. Kempy, he will take 3rd from Smith in 4th, and Sam Miller, he should cross the line for P5. And that'll be how they finish in race number 2. Points from that one will be 140 points. 145 to 50. Quick math in the background. So we get set for the last race of the night. At the moment, the Warhawks, they have done a great job in collecting some points, and that surely is going to improve their position on the table. Of course, that EDR team, they suffered a big loss tonight. They sit, well, yeah, we'll see where it all washes up. Looks like so far so good on the protest front. From the earlier races. At the moment, they're coming into this one, 295 points, it plays at 95. One race to go. The Expendables, can they bounce back and get a win, or will the Warhawks clean sweep, grab 3 wins See what happens. To have you all tuning in on this Thursday night. Cars roll round. Expendables, they'll have pole position. It looks like Sam Miller, he's leading the way to grab that pole position by the looks of things. Well, in fact, he's going to start outside. Alright, there you go. It leaves enough room. Warhawks. Miller there, he's just deciding what he's actually going to do by the looks of things. It's going to be Sam Miller. Out of grid 1. Lining up next to him, it'll be the 59 of Smith behind 422 of Knight. Sam Burney to his outside. Matthews and Kempe will take up row 3, and out of the final row it will be the 95 of Westbury and the 135 of Zach Martin set to go. Final race of the night. Expendables Warhawks. And Sam Miller, he's got a nice clean jump. Smith, launches him into the fence, and Miller turned early in this one. Matthews leads it out for the Expendables. He's got the 422 of Knight. There's a big rollover in the background. Westbury is going to be gone from this one. Looked like Zach Martin was involved in that one as well. But it is the 1-3 of Kyle Matthews who leads the way from the 422 of Knight. The 59 of Smith sits P3, the 98 of Kempe. He is still running at the moment. Is it Westbury? No, yeah, Westbury is definitely gone from this one. So can Knight get to the back of the 113? Turns Zach Martin around. Matthews leads it out. It's going to have the 59 of Smith here to deal with. He's doing a good job. Gets turned. You can see Knight in the background. The margin now down to under a second. It's going to have the 135 to deal with. Gets past him. And Matthews leads the way. Keep an eye on the 98 and P3 as well. Something unfolds up front. He will be there to grab it. Will jump on board here with Kyle Matthews. Turns the 59. Oh, there's a big shot on the race leader from Sean Knight. Oh, you saw him. A big shot. Got into the 113, and that has opened the door for the 98 of Kemp, who leads the way now for the Warhawks. We just happened to be on board when that one happened. It was huge. You saw the 422 just go flying in front of them, both of them over, but able to get back on their wheels and carry on. Here we go. It's still Kempe out front. Doing it at the moment. Oh, is Matthews for the race lead. Oh, shot! And I tell you what, the 98, he may have got past, but he has just helped open the door for Sean Knight. And this one can still go either way. Couple of laps to go. Sean Knight gets underneath the 18 of Burney. The 59 tries to have a go, and look out. Turn 3 and 4. Big shot and miss. Matthews, though, he's on the bumper now. 1 to go for the race leader. There's going to be nothing in it. Oh, Stubbs has turned. Look out for the 113. But it's going to be Knight. What a drive. He is going to get it done. The Warhawks will win it. Expendables will come home in P2. Kempe, he will take third. We go back to Sam Miller and Sam Burney. They will round out the field. And tell you what, That one was entertaining, could have gone either way. The final points for that one, a bit of a closer race that time. 125 will play 70. And that in the overall wash-up will give the Warhawks the overall win in that matchup. Just do some quick calculations. Unofficially, the Warhawks will score 420 points. The Expendables, they will come away with 165 points, and that will wrap up round 4 of the championship. Don't forget to tune in next Thursday night. We go round 5 of the season. We'll get the points up on Monday night on the Facebook page too, THD Simsport Productions. Keep an eye on those. Until then, have a great weekend, everyone, and we will see you all next week for round 5. Cheers.